they have transportation that they will be able to get to and from their appointment. Also, seniors and veterans need to make sure they can keep their homes. So I want to make sure that they have a house fund that will actually pay for their payments when they're sick or disabled. I will fight for our children that they have the best education and the teachers are given the best tools to teach our children. I will vote to fully fund our education program. I will work to make sure that we have a stress-free drive from I-285 and I-20. And also, I will propose that we can have overhead rail system, that we can have the ability to keep down the traffic. I will also work to widen Southern Road. I will fight for affordable health care. I will fight for a system like Medicare. You know, you already put your money into this tax system. Why not get free health care? Those are the things that I'm going to be fighting for. But most of all, I want to fight to make sure our children have a better future. I will work with business people. I will work with women and especially men to mentor our children and to give them guidance. I want to set up an apprentice program, an entrepreneur program, so our kids can show their talents and gifts. Once they master their craft, then they will be able to create their own company and hire and show others. We need adults to help them mold their gifts so they will be successful in the future. I want to work with the local officials, business people, to make sure that we can close down these landfills, to make sure that we have the right to choose your own type of government, and to bring more jobs to our community. So these are just some of the things and some of the issues that I will be fighting for as your state senator. So I'm asking for your vote. Let me carry your voice to the state capitol. Vote for me, Tony Collins, as your next senator. I will make sure that your issues are solved. So you will have the ability in a couple of weeks to vote for me, Tony Collins, doing early voting starting May 2nd. And you can also mail your absentee ballot starting April 5th. And of course, on May 24th, you can vote for me, Tony Collins, for your next senator. I will be walking the neighborhoods, calling you on the phone, and sending you mailers asking for your vote. So again, let me work for you. Let me earn a second term by doing the first one right for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Vote for me, Tony Collins.
I'm doing the song. Oh, you didn't hear me, Miss Peter? Okay, I was down. Thanks. Hey, call Jack Mouse and tell him I got him on the radio. Hey, sister, come see me. 5, 6, 7. Hey, Chevy, how you doing when you get home? This for the weekend. Am I on there?
How you doing? Having on Ronnie Cal. Running for, I'm gonna live your District 5.
Lord, you know that I'm your child, and I'm doing the best I can. But why my way gets so hard? Seems like I just don't understand. But oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand. I can't make it by myself, but oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand. Listen. When I was traveling from place to place, many times I was treated so bad. But when I think about it, I can't miss a friend that I never had. But oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand. I can't make it by myself, but oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand. I'm gonna continue to run for Jesus. If I have to run all alone, I'm gonna make my destination and make God help I need you to hold my hand. I can't make it by myself, but oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand. I can't hold me, Jesus. Oh, hold me. Come on, Jesus. Will you hold me? Oh, Jesus. Please hold me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, in the morning, midnight hour. Oh, all night long. I can't hold. Please hold me. Oh, hold me. Oh, calling on you, Lord. Oh, your child. Oh, I'm still on my knees. Oh. I can't hold it. I'm gonna hold it. When my ear get high, boy, that ain't low. Oh, I can't take away. I can't hold it. Hold it. Come on, hold it. Follow your child right now. Let me see about you. I can't hold it. Come on, Jesus. Oh. Lord, I need you to hold my hand. I can't make it by myself, but oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand. I can't do it by myself, but oh Lord, I need you to hold my hand.
Well, that was Jack Maddox of Bentley fame. He was with the Peaks Chapel Mass Choir. Peaks Chapel located up on Old Salem Road where the pastor is Pastor Battle. Those are friends of ours. A lot of our friends go to Peaks Chapel, but they did our CD up there a few years back, and we continue to play it. Jack Maddox having to be up there. We got Tevin. Can you close that door for me, please? Thank you. We got a special guest here. Sharon lives out on out in the Morningside community, out near the landfill. We right there on top of the landfill, less than a quarter mile, and that falls in the 5th district of Newton County, and it's represented now by Levy Maddox, and Levy Maddox, as everyone knows, is running for another office. But we got somebody that's a good character that we've been knowing a long time here, that served the city of Covington for a very long time. And I'm talking about somebody who's decided to offer himself up for public office. and I'm talking about Mr. Ronnie Cowan. It's the first time he's been on the Our Brothers and Sisters Keeper, and we want to welcome him to the Our Brothers and Sisters Keeper. Welcome, Mr. Cowan.
Thank you.
Hey, we're streaming worldwide, and we asked him to come, would he come on and talk with us, tell us about himself, because I know a lot about him. He's a lot of the reasons for what's happened in the city of Covington in Newton County for the last 25, 30 years, because he was an integral part of city government here. So, so Mr. Cowan, tell everybody about yourself. I know you've been here a long time, been in the city of Covington, serving the city of Covington here a long time, and I want everybody to know who you are. And he's in our district, and I told you last week that we was going to say something about the people who running. And one thing I want to say something about the people who running, that we are voting for this man sitting up in here now because we are able, and he's in our district, and we don't endorse candidates, but we are voting for Ronnie Cowan for District 5 because we know that he will do what's best, not only for District 5, but for the entire Newton County. Go right ahead, Mr. Cowan.
Well, thank you, Forrest. It's good to see you. We've seen each other over the years many times. I've worked in Covington, started out as a police officer.
Yeah.
Over that, and then I got promoted to lieutenant in the Covington Police Department. Was their first accreditation manager. Got the accreditation project done. Did it 2 times in 1985 and 1990. I got enrolled in law school at Georgia State University, and Mr. Frank Turner, we had an opening for a HR director at the time, and he promoted me up to that job. And for 25 years, I've done that job as HR director. I've also done the set up the court system with the city solicitor office, some of the first housing code cases I handled. I know that one of the cases we got one of the landlords that had a lot of housing that was in need of repair. Got him on a consent order to put hot water heaters in back in the mid 90s. So I felt like that was a pretty good success there. And I left the city for a little while and practiced law full time in 2005 to 2007. Frank, during that time, he left, and Steve Wharton became city manager, and I came back to work with Steve, and I've been handling the HR stuff of the city of Covington since that time. I think Covington's got some of the best benefits, got the best pay around, and we're very competitive with all the other cities around. I think I've done a lot of work there for them. We've had some good people there.
Let me tell you about one of them who used to talk about you a lot. He's gone now. Booby Brown. You remember Arthur Brown?
Yeah.
He used to talk about you all the time. Asked me whether I knew you or not. I told him yes. But we're sitting here talking with Mr. Ronnie Cowan. You see his signs out throughout the 5th District. If you live anywhere between, say, Highway 162 on the, I'm going to use the landmark. I'm going to use the Pi Tower as the landmark. Highway 162 on the eastern side of Highway 162 from Stewart Road on Highway 162 all the way back into almost town, all the way back into town. Yeah. If you live anywhere between there and the around the radio station, all the way around the horn, all the way back out to the reservoir, the reservoir Corners Creek. That's in there, and you can vote for Ronnie Cowan. Just look at your voter registration card that says what district you're in. He's in District 5. He's vying to be the commissioner for District 5. And you tell him, Mr. Cowan, if I'm wrong about some of this, about where it's at, and tell us about your vision for Newton County.
Well, District 5 is a big district. It runs from the east side of town, across north of I-20 up to Oxford, North Oxford. It comes down through the middle of downtown Covington, predominantly on the eastern side of Highway 36. And then it spreads out going down Highway 36. It spreads out down toward Henderson's Restaurant, and Highway 213 goes down to Starsville Community, comes back across to the west side up to Porterdale and Spring Hill area. And the reason I've got interested in what was going on with Newton County, the last 5 years, they have been paralyzed in their decision making, the way they changed their form of government without doing it properly. And I served as the chairman of that committee to rewrite the form of government legislation. Marcelo Baines was on that. Got to know him. Had some very good people working with me on that. And the legislation, or the report that we put out, the commissioners, it was taken to the General Assembly, and after some modification, the General Assembly actually put it back in the original form that we had it. So they went with a pure citizens review report on the upcoming form of government legislation that will take effect January 1st of 2017. So I was very glad to be part of that. Had some very good people on that committee, though.
And the form of government that would include the county manager.
Yes, that's the county manager form of government. We set the rules up properly so that there would be a balance of powers and shared authority among the chairman, the board of commissioners, and the county manager. Each one of those roles will be clearly defined. And I think that's been part of the problem for Newton County over the last 5 years, is that the roles and the authority was not clearly defined, and they struggled with making decisions during that time.
You think the county manager, you'd like to be the county manager once in a while, didn't you?
Well, I had applied for the job and had been considered. They put my name out, but there was some issues that came up. But in addition to the form of government, the county commission was struggling with that. I felt like that form of government, getting that done right, was more important than the county manager job. So I withdrew my name so that I could continue working on that. And so I think we've got it right. I think the legislation for Newton County in January of 2017 will be the right kind of enabling legislation for Newton County to operate under.
Okay, so it goes in effect on 2017, and we'll have a county manager form of government.
Correct.
And everybody, the duties will be defined on what the chairman does and what the county manager does and what the board does.
Right, and how they have to work together. And there's a shared balance of power and checks and balances between the two.
Well, that's and I don't want to get too political about anything, especially with my opinion. But what I always was wondering, was like, I'm just like everybody else. We get hot up here and get mad, and we change up everything tonight, and then we cool down, and then 2 weeks from now, we change it back. You know, that I saw that happen a couple of times, and it bordered, like you said. Okay, if we're going to do that, let's do it the proper way, rather than just shoot from the hip. And I think it's a good thing that you're running. And I'm gonna let you have the mic. Do say what you please. They can see you all over the world, and everybody. We got a big listening audience here in Newton, Rockdale, DeKalb, just local on the radio. But we got a lot of local people that's listening. A lot of church folk. That's most of what we got. Sharon got a big shout out this round here with 75 people that she holler at every week, and I've been messing it up pretty good here these last 2 or 3 weeks because she hadn't been here. But with you running in District 5, and we want to say early voting begins tomorrow, and you can go down to the county 1113 Usher Street, the county administration building. Am I saying that right?
That's correct. Yes.
And you can vote tomorrow with the early voting, or you got I believe it's 2 weeks or so.
Yes, it's 2 weeks.
And you can do early voting, and election day is on May the 24th.
Right.
And you can vote then. But we want Ronnie Cowan to win, to represent us, and represent the 5th district, which is where Morningside Drive is and Ridge Avenue is where we reside. And that would be a good thing. But we need, you know, Martin Luther King said a long time ago that when the good people remain silent, that's what we're going to be questioned about by God. When the good people didn't say, I'm going to run, or I don't want to get involved, I'm just going to let it go. And that's when we get this chaos and a lot of suffering and a lot of innuendos and stuff that's not true, and we don't get good representation. But when we get good people running like Mr. Ronnie Cowan and others that's running, when we get the good people to run, I don't know if my skin tough enough now to listen. Look, I see this sister coming this way. And my skin is not tough enough, I don't think, to run for public office, Mr. Cowan. I only got up in my 60s now, and I don't think I can. I'm able to withstand that. But it's good. But see, you've been in the mix. You've been on that front line now for what, 35 years?
Yeah.
Been on the front line from law enforcement to human resources to dealing with people and knowing the problems ins out of this county. And that's what we need. We don't need, you know, sometimes you might be able to get somebody who just got here to really fit in. But a lot of people don't know the needs of this county. It's hard to know the needs of this county if you hadn't been here. And I want to give you that microphone and let you say what you please.
Okay.
You live your life.
Sure. All right.
Hey, say what you please.
Okay.
You can run into the mic.
All
The
right.
mic is on. I mean, the camera.
Let me sit here.
Yeah, say what you please.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to everybody that's listening on WGFS, AM 1430. We appreciate the opportunity to talk with everybody. I am running for your District 5 Board of Commissioners. My campaign has been designed to try to restore some confidence and credibility to our Newton County government. I think we've lost a lot of credibility with the state of Georgia. I think with the Northeast Georgia Regional Development Commission, we have just struggled. Our elected officials have just struggled with how to make decisions. And it comes down to when you, everybody tries to look out for themselves, or they try to have their own power, or they're looking after a certain special interest or anything like that. It creates chaos in the government. And the form of government, when it was, when they legislatively took away executive power, that created a vacuum, and it created some paralysis that we didn't realize what the impact was going to be. And for 5 years, Newton County's not been able to make any really forward progress. I think now that the Citizens Committee putting together the form of government report gives us some credibility with the state of Georgia and with some others that we're trying to fix our problems. And I want to restore some confidence and credibility by making sure that we can have a viable fiscal policy to eliminate some wasteful spending, reduce our debt, and build our cash reserves. I was amazed at one meeting not too long ago where they just found money from the 2005 SPLOST, and that money has to be spent by 2016. I don't know if they're going to get it spent. If it's not spent on roads, it'll have to be spent on applying to debt. But it's just amazing to me that has not been, that came up like that. We need some economic growth in Newton County. We do have the Stanton Springs area there and Baxter, Baxalta. We need to continue focusing on how that area develops and promote economic growth and get jobs in Newton County. My biggest concern and what's near and dear to my heart is with the employee compensation and benefits. I've talked with the sheriff and how much struggle he has trying to maintain deputies. And I've looked at their rate of pay, and it's scary to me what we're paying our deputies here to come out here and put their life on the line. And the sheriff tells me, and some other other managers have told me, that Newton County's become a revolving door. So we have a lot of change to make there, or opportunity there for fixing that problem, getting people to come to work here and look for a career in Newton County. We shouldn't be the training ground for everyone else. A few years ago at the city of Covington, we did a study to determine what does it cost to put a police officer on the road, have him come in and be hired, go through a training process, and when does he become fully effective to you where you don't have to put any more money with him. And you got probably close to between $75,000 and $100,000 in training cost and equipment cost before that person is ever even good for you to be out there by himself. That's a lot of money. If they get that training and they walk out the door, that's a hard dollar cost that we lose, and we can do that by fixing an effective compensation and benefits back to attract and retain county employees. And of course, out here with people in the Spring Hill area, the landfill has been a big concern, and the Citizens Committee that was working on that recommended a solid waste authority, and I support that. The Citizens Group looked at that objectively. They thought that a solid waste authority would be in the best interest of Newton County, and we need to give that time to see how that works. In the meantime, I do know that Newton County will have to continue paying some of the cost out there. It's going to be a while before the solid waste authority is set up to where it can be fully operational as an enterprise fund and start bringing in income. So in the meantime, Newton County will have to continue supplementing that. Unfortunately, you may have to, put that on a SPLOST, or you may have to ask for some bonded debt. I don't know yet what would be the possibilities there, but we've got to look at that, and we've got to make sure our landfill is operational and in good shape. We don't want leakage or leachate spilling into the rivers. I think that we've got I think we have a moral and a legal duty to make sure that our environment is clean, and we don't need to be allowing things like that to happen. The county is doing its best it can right now, and they're working toward that. I want to be part of that, fixing that problem. I'd appreciate your vote. I am running on a Republican ticket, Republican primary. Early voting starts tomorrow. The primary, it will be May 24th, 2016, and I would appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
Hey, you've been listening to Mr. Ronnie Cowan. Mr. Cowan is running for Newton County Commissioner in the 5th District. He told you where it was. Encompasses from Stewart Road, Highway 162, all the way around. If you live on 36, go all the way back around to Carney's Creek. Just look on your voter registration ID card, and it'll tell you it's District 5. Hey, we're going to let him go. I just found out Deacon Ronnie Cowan got a deacon meeting at 4 o'clock. So we're going to let him go. And we're not going to hold him. But Mr. Cowan, I want you to let them know goodbye and when early voting is and all that.
Early voting starts tomorrow. The primary is May 24th. I am running on a Republican ticket, so you'll have to ask for a Republican ballot. That's the predominant party in District 5. So I'd appreciate your support. I'll be glad to help any way I can. If I'm elected, I'll make sure that we're running this county in a cost-conscious fashion, and that we'll do everything in the best interest of all citizens out of Newton County. Thank you.
Hey, that was Mr. Ronnie Cowan. Mr. Cowan, we want to thank you for coming by here to see our brothers and sisters keeper, and we're going to let you come back. If you will, we'll right before Election Day. We'll let you come that weekend before Election Day. We'll let you come that weekend before Election Day. And, hey, tell your friends, vote for Ronnie Cowan in District 5. But you got to ask for a Republican ballot. This is the primary. Vote for Ronnie Cowan in District 5. This is the brother of thy brother and sister's keeper.
This is the sister from our brothers and sisters keeper, and you're listening to your hometown radio station, WGFS 1430 AM.
Hey, Sonia, I heard you had a wonderful party. How did you get it going so well at the last minute?
If y'all having a party, anniversary, or any type of affair, have it catered by Charlia and Kayshawn Catering. They are the best.
Oh, that's the one that's owned by Charlotte Lackey Johnson. Was the affair too small for them?
There's no affair too big or too small. They cater to all occasions. They do all types of food. You name it, they do it. Office parties and banquets are their specialty. Just call 678-760-6383. That's 678-760-6383.
Time is running out. It's time to save on your homeowner's insurance and your life insurance. Sign with State Farm for all your insurance needs. Save on your homeowner's insurance, save money on your life insurance. Call Dan Babb, your local agent, for more information and save time and money, which is a terrible thing to waste.
This is Dan Babb from State Farm Insurance. Come see us at our new location, 7199 Highway 278 Northeast, Covington, Georgia.
Like Dan said, he's a good neighbor, and State Farm is there for all your insurance and financial needs.
State Farm Insurance provides auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for all your insurance and financial needs. In Covington, ask for me, Dan Babb. Call me for a price quote at 770-786-6333. That's 770-786-6333.
Fieldstone Jewelry and Pawn are now giving bigger loans at better prices. At Fieldstone, we are proud to be your hometown pawn shop, locally owned and operated since 1987. Whether it's extra cash or a present for that special someone in your life, whatever your needs are, we are the ones that have it right here at Fieldstone Jewelry and Pawn. Our hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. And we're centrally located off I-20 exit 88 on the Service Road. Our address is 2315 Irish Drive in Conyers. Call for more information at 770-483-8248. That's 770-483-8248. Remember, it's Fieldstone Jewelry and Pawn for bigger loans and better prices.
This is Dan Babb from State Farm Insurance. Come see us at our new location, 7199 Highway 278 Northeast, Covington, Georgia. Again, our new location is 7199 Highway 278 Northeast, Covington, Georgia.
General Motors, located in Covington and all over Newton County, selling new and used General Motor cars in excellent condition. Plus, Ben carries a full line of trucks from General Motors. Fully warranted Chevrolets and Impalas, pickup trucks, you name it, Ben's got it. Located at 8153 on